Hey guys, today is how to shop clean at Sephora. And I have been procrastinating this video and I'm really sorry about it, but there's just so much, there's so much. Sephora carries, I don't even know how many brands, hundreds I think. So it's a little overwhelming, but that's why I'm doing this, to help you guys, right? To help me to like set it down. Anyway, let's get started. So this is gonna include Sephora, but it's also gonna include Lush and Body Shop. Basically your typical mall experience is what I'm going for here. And I made myself a list on the phone because there's just too much and I would like ramble on describing each product and color and swatches and things. And this video would be like 3 hours long. So let's get into it. Let's start with skincare. A brand that I used for years before I was even aware of all of this was Boscia. I have no clue if I'm saying that correctly, so someone please tell me, spell it out for me in a simple phonetic language if I'm saying it wrong. But they make some good things. Their clarifying detox mask, their clear complexion tonic, which is like a toner, the Amino-ag eye treatment, which is their eye serum, smoothing facial polish, and the soothing cleansing cream, and also their BB creams. Surprisingly, only get a 2 in the EWG Skin Deep database, and they do have sunscreen, so that's something to good look into. I will probably go for that when I finish up my Juice Beauty BB cream because it's a little too oily. It is water-based, but it's too oily for me. So this is what I'm talking about. I'll just keep rambling on. Caudalie, you would think with their branding they would have some really beautiful products like all of their oils and waters and serums, but most of them have phenoxyethanol. Ooh, I said it right. Most of them have preservatives in them, and a lot of them use synthetic fragrance as well. So, you know. But the grape water, not the beauty elixir serum that is like hyped beyond hype in the beauty world, but the grape water is just grape water and it's propelled by nitrogen and it looks like, yeah. So, okay, and then Josie Maran makes some good facial products. Most of her makeup contains preservatives, but her oils, like the Argan oil, not the light, but the original 100% Argan oil is pure Argan oil. The light one has some other things in it which aren't so great. The milk, which is a new product they came out with, is really beautiful. And the cleansing oil is, it has a couple of emulsifiers, emulsification actants, emulsants in it, but I actually will probably switch to that when I finish up the thing of avocado oil that I have. It's really pretty and it is scented, but it's scented with essential oils, so that's something good to know. And then the Tarte maracuja oil, it is 100% maracuja oil. The journo Revive French Plum oil is pure oil. And then those are facial oils, all of those obviously. And then 2 brands that I wish were doable, Ren and Murad. Basically, it's an object by object kind of thing. I use the Murad Brightening Eye Cream. It's really pretty. And Ren has some really beautiful, their Galactic Face Peel something exfoliant. Gets a lot of hype also in the beauty world, but it does have some ingredients that are not so great. I think it has phenoxyethanol. It might have a couple of parabens in it. I'm not really sure. So those brands are beautiful, but you know, give them, you know, do your research. There might be some things in there for you, but there might not. Okay, that's all I've got for skincare because that's kind of what the Sephora near me carries and what I am familiar with. Like I said, Sephora carries so much, it's hard to know. So, you know, read the ingredients and look them up on the Environmental Working Group database. Use the app. But we will move on to makeup. Now, when it comes to makeup, there are a few things that are going to be straight up minerals and plant extracts and pigments, but the rest of it is going to be mainly low toxin is what we're going to be talking about. So the few things that are just pigment, Laura Mercier actually makes a mineral foundation. She has a pretty decent color range. It's like 8 to 10 shades, I think, and I actually had one, but the color match just wasn't right for me. But it was literally like mica and pearl dust, which is really cool because it gives you this little like luminosity. And I think some titanium dioxide maybe. I think it did have a sun protectant in it, but that was it. So that's surprising. Laura Mercier definitely does not market herself as natural. So yeah, that is a wonderful thing to look into. And Cover FX actually markets themselves as the alternative to people with highly sensitive skin. So they have a few pressed mineral powder options, and they also have concealers and liquid products and they have a lot of primers. They're kind of like Clinique. They have like a whole battery of primers depending on what you need. But pick it up and read the ingredients. They don't really list their ingredients online, and I have forgotten since I looked at it. It was a while ago that I looked into it. They didn't have a good color match for me, so I opted out, but Cover FX might be a good way to go. And let's see, Tarte, their lip pencils. Let's see, I have one. I love these products. There it goes. I love this. It's what I'm wearing now. It's like a My Lips But Better color. I can wear it like every day. And I love their lip tints. I don't react to them. They do have food grade dyes, like red food coloring kind of thing. It's not all just minerals and micas, so that's something to look into. But it does have a little peppermint oil. It gives you a pleasant little tingling sensation, and some other things, but it is very clean. So the Tarte lip products are excellent. And Bite, which is a Sephora brand, I believe, I have not double checked this, but I believe that a fair amount of their lip products, the pencil in the pencil form, are relatively clean, Okay, so now we're moving into the low toxin area. So if you are interested in completely clean products, then this is where you're done at Sephora. So Tarte, actually, if you look them up in the Environmental Working Group database, if you just type in Tarte and click on the brand, and it has, it ranks the products from 0 to 8, and they actually have a lot of products that are in like the 1 to 2 range, but then you click on the product and it'll contain an ingredient that's like a 4. So I don't really know how their algorithms handle that. Like maybe if it's the last ingredient, then they don't give it a high ranking to affect the rest of it. I'm not really sure how that works. But just so you're aware, Tarte and Environmental Working Group are like, I think they have a more loving relationship than they should. But I really love their lip tints, like I said. And let me scroll down here. The foundation, the mineral foundation, the Amazonian clay 24-hour something. Tarte has like the longest names for things ever. But the mineral foundation in the bamboo tub, looks like a mineral foundation. It's not pressed, it's loose. Is really nice. It does have quartz in it, so that is something to be aware of if you're trying to stay away from that. I actually owned that at one point too, but again, it wasn't the right color for me. They do tend to run yellow, so if you are a neutral to yellow undertoned person, then those foundations are definitely where you should look. They did not have a light enough shade for me. There was a pink undertone, so that was a bummer. But I did like the way it wore, and it does have sun protection, just so you know. And Tarte Smolder Eyes product, which is like a chubby stick kind of idea, the Clinique chubby sticks, or the NYX ones that are also sticks. Everyone's coming out with sticks. I think Rimmel has the sticks, but Tarte calls them Smolder Eyes, and they do rank well on the Environmental Working Group database. I think all of the colors, and you can use those to line or to shadow if you just smudge them out. That's why they call them Smolder Eyes. Smolder, smolder. That was terrible. I'm sorry, that was terrible. And I think that's it for Tarte. Their blushes, they're 24-hour Amazonian clay blushes that have like all of the love in them. I'll put a picture over here. I actually tried them when in exposed for contouring because it just looks so beautiful. But it does have talc in it, and it did make me break out. So, blame. There are new blushes that come in the cream form. It's like a stick, similar to the pencil, but just in like a bigger thing. It does have some preservatives in it, so that's something to keep aware of as well. Hourglass is a brand that you'll kind of see like on the periphery of like the natural area, which is typically like Josie Maran and Tarte and Korres and Hourglass. They're all kind of always together, the four of those. Hourglass I really love. I have a lipstick of theirs, and this is like the Femme Rouge or something, and I'm sorry that the packaging on this has kind of gone haywire, but this is a really beautiful lipstick. It is the most gorgeous shade of this like vampy beautifulness. Here, I'll swatch it for you. I love this lipstick. See, I told you I would just start rambling on if I didn't make a list, but there's a swatch of it. It's beautiful. I love it. I love their lipsticks. Again, they have some really beautiful oils and things in them, and red and food colorings, but nothing else, you know, to speak of that is harmful. So Hourglass, love their lip stuff. All of their ambient things, the ambient powders, the ambient blushes, totally have phenoxyethanol, I think, in them, which is a total bummer. I want to try to find a dupe. So if y'all are interested in ambient lighting powered dupes, let me know in the comments below, and I will look into it. I really want one for myself, so I want to find a dupe. And then Korres, which unfortunately Sephora is going to discontinue carrying Korres makeup, which is such a shame because a lot of it ranks really well. A lot of it ranks really well on the Environmental Working Group database. So because of that, because they're just discontinuing, because they're discontinuing carrying the makeup line, they're still going to carry the skincare, but the makeup line is on sale right now. Almost all the products, except for like the extremely popular ones, are I think 30% off, and they also have like a kit, complexion kit, that was already a really good deal, and it is also on sale. So let's run down the Korres products. These are all also considered low toxin. They're going to rank 2 or below on the Environmental Working Group database. The Korres foundations, both the mineral and the liquid foundation, and I actually use the liquid foundation, Quincerin and Oak Anti-Aging, and I wear 05 Bisque, and this is an excellent match for me. So if you have pink undertones and you're crazy fair, that's a good match for you. Their concealer, come on, and I wear Fair. They only have 4 shades in the concealer, so you kind of just have to, you know, work that out. The lip butter glaze, not the one in the pot that everyone loves, and not the one in the traditional gloss, you know, with the wand that you dip in and out, but the one in the squeezy tube, which I know a lot of people find unhygienic, but the one in the squeezy tube, it gets a really good rating, but not the other two. Their mascara, which I have actually never seen in the store. I probably would have picked it up. The cheek butter, the illuminating powder, the setting powder, and the blush. Not the cream, but the one in the pan. Those all rank below a 2, so those are all considered low toxin, which is excellent. And again, they're on sale right now, so if you want to try any of these products, you know, don't say I made you do it, but you know, go give it a try if you want. And then Josie Maran, I want to love her products. I have a few, but most of them do have phenoxyethanol. There it is. Most of them do have that ingredient, including her pressed mineral like matchmaker foundation, which only comes in like 3 shades. So that kind of sketches me out in the first place because it's supposed to match you like intelligent pigments or something like this. I am so difficult to match that kind of technology I'm very skeptical of. But her concealer, the one in the stick, it looks like this, honestly. It looks like this, and it just has a, you know, a pointed tip. The one in the stick actually has really good ingredients. That was about to fall too, that would be funny. The one in the stick has really good ingredients, and it is based in argan oil, so if you are allergic to argan oil, clearly steer clear of her line. But like I said, she has a cleansing oil, a cleansing balm. She has a lip treatment, the one in the tub. That is very clean. And her coconut water cheek gelays, I forget how to say it, also have a preservative in them, as beautiful as they may look. So that's unfortunate. Okay, for hair care, Phyto, meh, kind of goes product by product. Same with Diva Curl. Diva Curl does not use silicones, which is impressive. You know, hair care for curly haired girls, ladies, women, whatever. Men can use hair products. Does not contain silicones, so that's pretty impressive, but they do, you know, contain some other things. And Alterna is the brand that I kind of default to if I'm looking for a product. I like their little texturizing. It's a texturizing powder. And it's just like in a little thing like this, but it's gonna last me for like forever. And I like their the 28-hour, 48-hour, lots of time volumizing spray. Not the mousse, but the spray. I really like that product as well. And those products will probably have some fragrance in them, but Alterna is a very, you know, they market themselves as a clean line. So they're not gonna have petrochemicals or silicones or anything like that. But they do have a couple of ingredients that are not so great. But honestly, clean hair care, like hair products, not like shampoo and conditioner, but like styling products are really difficult to find, especially like a texturizer or a volumizer. So yeah, I like Alterna when it comes to Sephora. So moving on to Lush, I'm just gonna list off the products. Full of Grace is a skin serum. Angels on Bare Skin is a cleanser. Dream Steam is a steaming tab for your face, like you drop it in hot water and then steam your face over it. So is the Tea Tree Toner Tab. Let the Good Times Roll is a cleanser, but it does have talc in it. And to me, talc in a cleanser doesn't sound so bad because it's not gonna sit on your skin like you're gonna wash it off. The Luxury Bath Melts are excellent, but all of the bath bombs and bath melts have SLS or some form of sodium lauryl, you know, SLR, SL, whatever. There are lots of them, but they all have, that's the beautiful foaming, the bubbling that they do, it's based in SLS. But the Luxury Bath Melts, they're not gonna bubble at all, they're just gonna soften your water. They actually look like massage bars or like a pat of butter. That sounds appetizing, doesn't it? Let me put some butter in my bath. Scoop. Anyway, those are all really nice. No Drought is the dry shampoo that I use. I'm really liking it right now. Turkish Delight is a bath smoothie, so is Dream Wash. And those two I kind of equate to I want to try Turkish Delight in hopes that it will replace the Rose Argan shower conditioner. Oh my goodness, it just smells so good. It smells so good. The Rose Jam scent that they came out with over Christmas, they got it from the Row body conditioner. It's just so beautiful. I love it. But it does have some bad things in it, so I'm trying to find a replacement for that. And I want to try the Turkish Delight bath smoothie. The Buffy body butter, it also just looks like a slab of butter, which is excellent. All of the massage bars are not going to have harmful ingredients in them, but like I said, I mentioned before, my husband is allergic to nuts, and a lot of those do contain nut products. They even have a bar called a Nutty Bar. So yeah, read the ingredients on that if you have any nut allergies. Bare Naked Lady and Silky underwear are both like dusts or powders that you can, like, you know, use to maintain dryness, and those two do contain fragrance in them, but they do not contain talc, which we know is bad. So the story with talc is it used to have asbestos in it, which just sounds hideous because women would put talc in their underwear to keep themselves dry. And asbestos, So now they make talc that is like a derivative of the original talc, so that it's not supposed to have asbestos in it, but it still has like comedogenic properties. Like it kind of clogs your pores. Like a lot of talc is used in a lot of powder products to make it stay, to give it lasting power, because it just like sinks in there and sticks. Oh my goodness, all of this sounds lovely, I know. I'm really sorry. So all of those Lush products that I just listed off, they do not have what's the word? Preservatives. Oh my goodness. All of those Lush products do not have preservatives. Most everything else that Lush makes either has SLS, some sort of paraben, not even kidding you. They use methyl and propyl parabens in like almost everything except for these products, or phenoxyethanol. So all of these products do have synthetic fragrance in them though. So just so you know, those products are free of preservatives, but they do have fragrance in them. Okay, and then the Body Shop, I have wandered in there. They have such good deals. Body Shop has such freaking good deals, and you just want to go in and say, sure, I'll pick up a couple of things that are like 1 for $3 or 2 for $5 or 50% off of 2 for $5 or you know, whatever. Their math is fuzzy, but it still means it's a good deal. And most of their stuff, I just kind of like read the ingredients and I'm like, meh, if I were willing to compromise on this one little thing, I guess I could pick this up. It's a good deal. A lot of the beauty world loves their bronzers, and they do contain, I forget what it is, maybe it's talc. They contain something that I'm not wild about. Sorry, I don't have it off the top of my head. And their mineral powders, their mineral foundations are pressed, and so they do contain a preservative, so that's a bummer. And yeah. So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys for this one. Like I said, Sephora and Lush and also Body Shop, they all contain, like literally their entire stores are skincare and hair care and makeup. So there's just a lot to go over there, but I guess without saying that any like perfume is gonna be really bad for you and not really contain good things unless it's made of essential oils. Why am I saying this? Oh my goodness, I'm just babbling. Holy cow. I'm really sorry this took me so long to make. Like I said, I was procrastinating because there's so much. But thanks for watching if you made it this far. And I am trying to talk my husband into doing Boyfriend Does Your Makeup. So give me a thumbs up or leave a comment if you really want me to lobby him into doing that. Because if you know my husband or have spent any amount of time with him or just know who he is and that he exists, you want this to happen. Believe me, you want this to happen. So yeah, let's make that happen because I think it's gonna be freaking hilarious. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.